So for those who is watching this video after watching one of my latest videos, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another video. For those who don't know me, my name is Ariana. I am 16 years old. I was diagnosed with ADHD, anxiety, depression, and impulsive disorder at the age of 14 years old. So, this video, for those who already watched my last video and is watching this video after watching that, this video is things people need to know about autism. My brother is 6 years old. He is going on 7 this year, and he is autistic, level 3. So I do know quite a few things about autism, and I have been to like autistic society, autistic like awareness walks. Like I've been to a lot of stuff, and I've educated myself a lot about autism. So I'm just trying to share my knowledge. Autism is not a disease and doesn't need to be fixed. Okay, so for most people who think like when they hear someone is autistic, they want to try oils, they want to try methods and everything. I'm like, no. Okay, my brother being autistic, like there's nothing wrong with being autistic. He's just different. His mind is different, and there's nothing wrong with that. And as parents, some of you parents need to stop making your children feel like something is wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with being different. You should be ashamed of your child just because they're different. Okay? Autistic people feel emotion. Autistic people feel emotion very deeply. Okay, so when my brother is sad, he's like, when he feels love, he feels it really deeply. When he's upset, he's like upset, and you have to take him like out of the situation. Okay, so like their emotions are like really, really, really strong. The emotions are like really strong. Okay, and it's up to us to like when you're raising, like if you have a sibling, cousin, or somebody you know, it's like up to us to make sure that they feel loved, because they need love and they need support. Okay, if they don't have that love and support, they wouldn't turn out, they wouldn't get to their full potential. Sorry, a plane passing. They wouldn't get to their full potential, because autistic children they are meant for like greatness. They can do so much because of how their brain works. So the next time you look at an autistic person and you're like, or a special needs person, and you think like you look down to them, like don't, because trust and believe, they're smarter than the regular people, because their brain processes everything differently. Autism affects communication, social interactions, sensory processing, and routines. So like my brother wakes up, he knows every morning he has to get a juice, or every morning he has to get this, he does this every morning. If one morning he doesn't do that, it's like he goes crazy, because you cannot disrupt his routine. We have to tell him and talk to him for like days that, we're gonna change the curtains, we're gonna do this, because at time we took down the curtains to put on new curtains, and he went ballistic, or he went crazy. He started to cry and scream, because he's accustomed to what he's accustomed to, and he doesn't really like change. And like social interactions, he will not interact with our next child. Like we went to the beach a time, and this little girl, I think she was her age, came up to him and was trying to play with him, but he didn't understand what the child was trying to do. So he was just there in his own world, and like for us and their parents, the child's parents, realize, but like we would realize, and he wouldn't. He would just be in his own head, his own world. Many times we go to like the play park, and he would just play by himself. He doesn't interact like other people. Sensory processing, like his sensory, like loud noise, loud noises. Sometimes we have to put on the calm and soothing sensory music on the TV because certain music affects him. Like he has his noise cancelling headphones because certain noises affects him differently than how it would affect us. So if a noise actually affects us, then it's gonna affect him like 10 times more because his senses are like heightened. I hope you understand what I mean. Autism is lifelong. Like, I think most people need to understand that. Okay, whether you want the person to have autism or not, if they have it, they're always gonna have it. They're not gonna grow out of it. It can be fixed. They're gonna be living with it. They just have to learn to live with it. Autism can look different in girls and boys. I said that because some girls would like live with autism better and you wouldn't even notice, and boys you could more noticeable. Autism is more noticeable. Autism is more noticeable in boys than it is in girls. And intelligence has nothing to do with being autistic because autistic children are really smart, like really smart. Like my brother, he learns from watching shows and hearing it over and over and over and over and over in his head. And he can't say his alphabet. He's 6 now, but like 4 or 5, he was saying his alphabet when he started to talk. I can't remember the age. But he can now say his alphabet in, I think, Dutch, if I'm not mistaken, Spanish, French, English, and we are both currently learning sign language, and he is picking it up pretty quickly. Okay? He can count from 1 to 100 in Spanish and English, and French. Yes, he's really smart. He can watch. He knows all the dinosaurs. And what gets me, bro, like I am 16 and I can't spell half of them dinosaurs' name. But for him, he can spell each one, he can pronounce each one, and he is non-verbal. So he can form sentences. So like potty training is what he needs help with. But he can draw dinosaurs. Or like he would watch a show, like he watched Spunky or whatever. I don't know. Most people might know about that. And he can draw those characters really good. Okay? He is really smart. He knows the dinosaurs. He knows each one from A to Z. For those who don't know, apparently there is a dinosaur for each letter of the alphabet. He knows them all. Can draw them and can spell those things. Like, bro, I used to feel a certain way, like, oh my gosh, my younger brother is smart. Like, I actually used to feel that way because I was like, my younger brother is smarter than me. I used to feel real dumb, bro. But then I realized it's just because his brain is different from mine. Like, way different. He is so very smart. Like, wow. So, yeah. And all he needs is, like, help with the basic stuff. Like, basic stuff is what he needs help with. And I will help him as much as he needs help because he is also very independent. Even though he needs help, he is very independent. Like, he will climb up and get what he has to get. Okay, so the little times that he does need help, I'm willing to help him. And most children need, just little help along the way. Just make their life a little bit easier because also their mind, what goes on in their mind. I can't say what goes on in his mind, but, his mind is different, so, he just needs help, support, love. Just be there. As parents, be there. As siblings, be there. And stop being ashamed, okay? I'm so sick and tired of hearing so much people is ashamed of their autistic family members. I'm like, I will write it on my forehead. I will hold a banner high because I am very proud that my brother is different. Because, listen, he's different. Really different. And I am so proud to be able to call him my brother because he is smart. He is handsome. He is everything. Okay? And to be quite frank, dealing with him way easier than dealing with other children. And I sound half of it don't know. he's actually pretty easy to deal with once you know how to deal with them. They're not that hard to deal with. So this brings me to the end of my video about things people don't know about autism. I hope this video was informative, and if you know anyone who has autism, or if you think someone has autism, send it to them, or send it to their parents, and let them be able to spread awareness about autism. Thank you for tuning in to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share it, comment down below, and message me on Instagram or TikTok if you want to. You guys can always message me. And for those who actually interested about learning about special needs and mental health, my next video, my bad, that's not thanks. Okay, my next video is gonna be on what people think versus what is actually true about autism. So yeah, if you guys want to know, because a lot of people think certain things, but it's not actually true, or it's far from the truth. So if you want to know, make sure on the look for my next video. Bye bye. Thank you once again for watching.